Ladies and gentlemen, hit subscribe to H.A. Goodman's other channel. We just had a great live stream on H.A. Goodman. This is the basis for the imminent, upcoming, essentially already written indictments of John Brennan. We had James Comey indicted. I've been telling you for years and years that would take place. You will see Brennan indicted because of the following interaction right here. Check this out.
But with regard to the main question at hand, and your experience with the Russian trying to involve themselves in our election, did you ever find any evidence, as the ranking member spoke of collusion while you were the director, did you find direct evidence of collusion between the Trump campaign and Putin in Moscow while you were there?
Mr. Rooney, I never was an FBI agent. I never was a prosecutor, so I really don't do evidence. I do intelligence throughout the course of my career. As an intelligence professional, what we try to do is to make sure that we provide.
There was no intelligence. That's why he says he doesn't do evidence. He does intelligence. One would think that evidence directly correlated to intelligence and vice versa. What is the point of having intelligence if there's no evidence to back it? Then you simply have an attempt to set up and frame Trump. If there's no evidence backing intelligence, and then you claim that intelligence says that this person or that person is a spy, you have accused them without any evidence. But you have intelligence, okay? Intelligence in this case is a word that could mean anything. In the case of President Trump and Brennan, he said he didn't have evidence, he had intelligence, because there was no evidence that Trump did anything criminal. Check this out.
Did John Brennan lie to Congress? Let me just read a couple things actually before you answer that. 2 years ago, we had Mr. Brennan in for an interview, and I asked him, how'd you learn about the dossier in December of 2016? Mr. Brennan replied, I received a copy of it from the FBI, and the CIA was very much opposed to having any reference or inclusion of the Steele dossier in the intelligence community assessment. That's what John Brennan told the United States Congress. 7 weeks ago, the Director of National Intelligence told us this: John Brennan lied and denied using the dossier in the intelligence community assessment because he knew it was discredited. CIA officer told the House Intelligence Committee Brennan refused to remove it, and when confronted with the dossier's main flaws, he responded, yes, but doesn't it ring true? John Brennan lied to us?
Mr. Chairman, I won't stylize the evidence. What I will say is that the intelligence community assessment, those that created it and any individual involved with it, is an ongoing investigation.
There's an investigation into what took place in December and January of December 2016, January 2017, when this whole thing started, this grand conspiracy. That is being investigated, is that right?
That has been publicly announced by the department.
That's been announced by the department. Did Chris Wray hide documents from this committee?
So you have that, and then you also have this right here, okay? Kash Patel sitting behind Congressman Gowdy years back before he became the Federal Bureau of Investigation director. The lies under oath for perjury are numerous. Actually, almost everything Brennan said was almost certainly a lie under oath. The interesting thing is we already have all this information from the Director of National Intelligence. Brennan's name here in one press release is mentioned 12 times. Lying to Congress, misleading Congress. Right here, Brennan and the IC mischaracterized intelligence, misled lawmakers, excluded evidence that showed that it would be implausible, if not ridiculous, that Putin wanted Trump. And we have a whole bunch of evidence here. John Brennan lied and denied using the dossier. So we have all this evidence, not just intelligence, we have evidence that showed that Brennan lied. Check this out.
Who commissioned the Steele dossier?
I don't.
Do you know if the FBI paid for any portion of the Steele dossier?
I don't know. I know that there are press reports related to that, but I don't know. I have no firsthand knowledge of that.
Do you know whether any of the underlying allegations made in the Steele dossier were ever tested, probed, examined, cross-examined, whether the sources were examined for reliability, credibility?
I know that there were efforts made by the Bureau to try to understand whether or not any of the information in that was. I don't have any firsthand knowledge of it.
So that's yet another example of perjury. There's so many examples of perjury here, but he knew that dossier was a part of it. He knew that it was purchased by Clinton and the DNC. He knew pretty much, almost certainly he knew all those things. He almost certainly knew all the things we talked about in the live stream on H.A. Goodman. Check out that channel. It's more congressional testimony of Brennan almost certainly committing perjury basically every time he speaks, almost certainly, potentially. Anyway, hit subscribe to H.A. Goodman's other channel. Be there for the live stream also at H.A. Goodman. But the declassified documents from the ODNI right here, Tulsi Gabbard, new evidence shows false intelligence report used to create a coup. And you can read and you can see Brennan is highlighted here 12 different times just in this press release alone. Hit subscribe to this channel. Thanks, everybody.